In the name of Allah, the Beneficent and the Merciful. Hello everybody, how are you doing? We're doing great by the mercy and grace of Almighty Allah. My name is NA Saqib. I'm your IELTS trainer. Additionally, I've been also teaching the students who have spoken English for the last 20 years. Today's lecture is about the question types of the listening subtest of the IELTS. And the first type of question which I will introduce you with is the form filling or the form completion. Many of the question types are also related somehow with this question type. Those are notes completion, table completion, flowchart completion, and summary completion. So there is a need for a good strategy to be devised to follow, this type of question. In this question type, you see that is a recording played, and there are normally two speakers. They're talking to each other, kind of two-way traffic. Information is being given and information is being received. So kind of telephone call normally is seen in this part in this question type of the listening subtest. So my important tip is read the instructions. For example, know how many words you are allowed to write for the answer. For example, write no more than 3 words or a number for each answer. So read the instructions. They can make the difference. If you write more than 3 words, that is a requirement, and maybe your answer is correct, it will be considered incorrect, or so don't lose marks for the silly mistakes by writing an additional word maybe. My number 2 important tip would be for you guys in this question type, look for a title. For example, is it an admission letter or is it a kind of reservation letter? What kind of letter it is? If you understand the piece of information well, certainly it will make it convenient for you to understand the answers. The title gives actually the context of the question, and the title will help you to understand the question as a matter of fact. And this title gives a big clue to the information contained in recording. This is actually the strategy of known to unknown. For example, you will reach the unknown by knowing the known. Known information will help you to reach the unknown information. So try to connect it by understanding the information full-fledged and completely. You will be in a position to predict the answer. The next tip would be predict the answers. You may be able to predict what type of information required. For example, is it the surname which is being asked, or the place name, or the date, the phone number, or the postcode, or the percentage, or the price? So what type of word is required? For example, is it the noun, is there a verb or adjective which is required? So normally it's a factual information which is needed from the test taker. The next point is problematic vocabulary. For example, those words which are really which really become problem for the test takers when they're writing in particular those answers. For example, is it the time which you have to write, or the numbers, or the prices, the dates, or the letters, or the addresses? Be careful about writing these words, because maybe you write them incorrectly and you lose your valuable points from your listening score. Next one is synonyms and paraphrasing. Look for that information which can be paraphrased, or which are the words being used as synonyms. For example, if somewhere container is used, and it can be termed, it can be also, its synonym is box. So just try to understand which possible paraphrasing or the synonyms have been used here. Think of a synonym, for example, that could be used as I gave you an example of container as a box. You must remember that you are not only listening for the exact words as used in the questions, but words and phrases that have the same meaning. Meaning should be the same. This is also true of the reading subtest, because this kind of skill of paraphrasing and synonyms is also used in reading subtest, since it's not the time and stage of introducing you with this reading. But I told you that when we were just discussing about the reading subtest, paraphrasing and synonymous words are also highly important over there as well in those question types. The next point is watch out for the distractors. What is a distractor? A distractor is a word or a phrase that changes or corrects the original piece of information given. For example, you may be given an answer and may be taken away again instantaneously, or maybe in the same breath it is taken away. So the common distractors are but, however. These are very common distractors. There are many other common distractors, but these are commonly used in listening subtest of the IELTS. I will give you some example. You got to be careful about when you are listening but and however, because maybe it's going to change the answer altogether. Let me give you some examples. For example, the first example is, I really like the blue blouse, but I think I'll go for the red one as it'll match my skirt better. But has changed the answer altogether. The next distractor, however, for example, the package contains clothes, toys, and 5 books. However, I'll take out the books if their weight makes shipping too expensive. So look at the distractor of however, how it has been used, and it has changed the answer altogether. And maybe sometimes some phrases, for example, wait a minute, wait for a minute, wait for a moment. For example, let me give you an example. I like to order 2, please. No, wait for a moment. I'll have 3 so that I can give 1 to my mother as well as to my sister. So distractor has changed the piece of information, and so your answer has been changed altogether. Now, the next tip is answer order. Order of the answers. For example, the answers come in the same order in the recording as they are listed in the question. What does it mean? It means you will hear answer 1 first, and then answer number 2, and so on. So they come in the order, in the same sequence, and the sequence actually makes it do easier, this type of questions. Overall, that's the strategy of the listening. The order always come in the sequence. So it makes it easier to pick out the answer instead of the answer which are given haphazardly or randomly. So it will make it very difficult for you guys. So it's help of Almighty Allah, or which has given the kind of tawfiq to the test making authorities to make it easier for you guys. The last point is guess if it is necessary. Some educated guess is recommended, not a kind of random guess, because you're not going to lose any marks by guessing it, and there is no any negative marking in guessing. So writing something is better than not writing anything. Maybe it has been seen that 25% of the guesses are correct. If you make the guess, maybe it is correct, and you get your answer correct. So writing down something is important than leaving the space empty. So and if you miss out any answer, don't stress about missing the answer, because it is not going to help you out. Just try to make your choice and move on. Make your choice and move on. So don't get stuck anywhere, because it is not going to help you out. What will give you a lot of benefit is if you're not writing anything, write down something in case of an educated guess. An educated guess means you have contextualized the answer. You have written about everything and then you are trying to guess what could possibly be the answer through the context of all that stuff which you have been listening or reading. So thank you very much indeed, guys. I'll reappear with another question type of the listening subtest of the IELTS. Until then, God bless you all. Thank you very much indeed. Bye.